Hello YouTube, it is me, Raina, and I just wanted to give an update to my last video. So, as I think everyone knew, yesterday, Faye, Malison held a press conference yesterday in a response to the owner of 9 Star Studio statements. If you don't know what those statements are, look back at my previous video. I give my full breakdown and thoughts on that. And so people are probably thinking, why did it take Faye this long? Why didn't she say anything sooner? Well, the thing is, this has been a very trying time for Faye and, the separation between her and Yoko. Yes, I'm going to say her name. And, she's always been the one not to say anything, not to really speak up. But in the recent, basically, just word vomit that Juan, who is the owner of 9 Star, did a few days ago, I think really empowered Faye to come forward because that owner spoke ill of Faye's work ethic. So Faye basically covered that her and Yoko were actually able to work together. There was never anything that they could not go through when it came to, filming with each other, just, doing certain things as co-workers. They were the utmost professional. And what some people love to leave out, especially certain fans of, a singular artist, is that Juan said both Faye and Yoko were not cooperating and were not able to work together around the end of summer, early autumn. And what Faye said at that time is that, Juan, who was the owner of 9 Star Studios, basically ambushed them to see a psychologist and to ask how would you feel if y'all were separated as a love team, and they want to do that again. And Faye was like, no, I am really uncomfortable. I'm not sure what's going on. And to me, that basically explains everything. We've been saying this since the beginning that Juan and whoever else is the upper lead at 9 Star wanted to separate both Faye and Yoko, and this was laying the groundwork for that. They are doing that stuff to make a sense of control, manipulation, and trying to seed doubt in both of their minds about the state of their, when I say relationship, I mean their professional relationship. Okay. And so to me, that caught me by surprise. I mean, I'm not surprised that they tried to, but it seemed like they were seeding doubt in their minds. And then she talked about 4 elements and how that broke down. And Faye was told by the people behind 4 elements that Juan, once again, who is the owner of 9 Star, was saying that Faye and Yoko were unable to do 4 elements because they felt that both of them, not just Faye, not just Yoko, they said both Faye and Yoko were going to be unable to do the show because they had problems. They wouldn't be able to take responsibility if they weren't able to work together and everybody else. So basically what Juan was doing was damaging professionally both Faye and Yoko's careers by basically saying to everybody in the industry that they are difficult to work with. When you do that, and, I'm from the West, I'm from the United States, so I only know Hollywood. I don't know how the Thai industry works. Please tell me in the comments if it's any different. But usually over here, in LA, on Broadway, or whatever, if someone tells you or someone passes around saying that so-and-so is hard to work with, that person gets blacklisted, that person does not get any, brand deals. Like, they just get blacklisted and blackballed by the industry, and they're forgotten. And that's damaging to someone's reputation. And that's why mainly Faye came out and spoke and gave her press conference, because Juan was indicating that Faye was difficult to work with. She left because she wanted to do her own stuff. And Faye kept reiterating over and over and over again, it's like nothing was going wrong with me and Yoko. we were able to work together, and whatever trouble, happens, because that's natural with two people working together. Like, sometimes y'all disagree. That did not interfere with their professional work at all. And she wanted to continue to work with Yoko. But the problem was, is that she did not know what show they had. Like, she kept asking over and over again, like, are we going to have a show? Are we going to do this? Like, what's happening? And no one was communicating with her. And then with the Four Elements thing, it's like she wanted to do it, but, she didn't know that they were being offered that, and then didn't know that they were being pulled from it. So once again, miscommunication, not communicating, manipulation, seeding doubt, and all the things. Now, I know everybody wants to know my opinion on the whole ghosting thing. Faye claimed that on February 9th that Yoko ghosted her out of nowhere because they were planning a Valentine's Day dinner. I do admit that is cold, but not just 5 days earlier on February 4th. You can go look back. 9-Star did hire a new CEO called Nani on February 4th. And if we're to believe Juan, that also was the day they had the first meeting about Four Elements. And just 5 days later, out of nowhere, Yoko just, ghosts Faye. I'm side-eyeing that in many ways, side-eyeing Yoko a little bit, but also side-eyeing the whole situation surrounding this with 9-Star. Yes, it's just it's just a lot. And it's unfortunate that this has happened to Faye, and they were really trying to damage her reputation and blackball her. But unfortunately to 9-Star, the whole industry came to her aid and put their arms around her, and they continue to do that even after this. So what are your thoughts on this? What are your opinions on the whole statement? Leave your comments down below, and bye, YouTube.